Social distancing. Now we're free. Get back in the real world. Come to love our kids. Congratulations to Nick Ifew. This is our wrestling banquet. First thing, Nick was #1 in our OCC, the best wrestler in Ohio Capital Conference this year. Congratulations, Nick.
Thank you.
That's yours. Second thing, most pins on our team. It's from all these big muscles right here, my boy.
Yeah.
Most pins on our team. Don't drop these. Third, and maybe most important, academic award. Was your great GPA?
Yeah, I don't know.
Above 3.5, right?
Yeah.
That's my man. Coach Few said you're always working.
Always.
And then another year letter winner. Congratulations, Nick Ifew. We love you.
Thank you.
Sorry it had to end this way, but it's been fun.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. We're here today to have our mini banquet with Aaron Morgan. Aaron's a wrestler in Westerville City School, Westerville South Wrestling. He's wrestled for us for 4 years. Just start by saying he lettered this year. Aaron's a letter winner, of course. Also, a 4-year letter winner, so he gets a special award for that. A little more important, Aaron had the most takedowns once again on our team. Probably did that for 4 years. Certainly one of the best we've ever seen in takedowns. Also, as usual, first team OCC award winner in our conference. And since he's been around, MVP by far. Aaron's, since we met him as a freshman, his improvement's been unbelievable. You can ask anybody in certainly Central Ohio, Westerville, maybe even the state of Ohio. Aaron's been fabulous. It's unbelievable the things he's done. I thought for sure we'd get to watch him one more time at the state tournament. Unfortunately, with this going on, we didn't get to. We're so proud of Aaron. It's been a blessing in my life to have him be a part of our program. So many people are just so impressed with him. It's been unbelievable. Since he had that little fight a couple years ago, his attitude has changed for the better, and it's going to carry on for the rest of his life, I'm sure. It's been a huge pleasure for me. You know, we've had state champs before, Anthony Saraki, Troy Bowers, which I love them both, and it's been fantastic. But Aaron's certainly different, extremely exciting. So much help from Sergey and Church and Few and Coach Ferguson, Manju, Sam. It's been unbelievable the amount of people that's put time into his life, and he just soaks it up. He's been fabulous, and he gets a full ride to Cleveland State to wrestle. So he's really just beginning, only starting as a freshman in high school. He'll have 4 fabulous years, and we can't wait to watch him there. MVP of Westerville South, not so big, but we think it's a pretty big deal. Congratulations. Love you guys. Love you, dog. And then last, state tournament. Aaron would have been a participant in the state tournament this year. Unfortunately, we found out a day before that it got canceled on us, and that was hard for everybody. But as we saw this stuff fall down in the world, certainly not as big as we thought it would be. But as I said before, Aaron has 4 years of college coming up, so we're looking forward to that. We have an idea that he'd have been a state champ. We'll just live with that. I don't want to say nothing, but he had one individual he was shooting for, and we never got to do it. So Aaron has a program. His name's in here. He's on one of the lines, and first at sectionals, first at districts. Ready to go do fabulous things at state, but unfortunately we didn't get to do it. Just want to say once again, it's been a huge part of my last 4 years of my life knowing him in a lot of different ways, and he's a fabulous person and one of the most exciting wrestlers I've ever seen. Love you, dog, and appreciate it. Hello, everyone. Today we're going to, we've been running around town doing our little banquets, presenters to the people who had awards other than just letter winners. Just so that everyone knows, we had one senior this year, Aaron Morton, will be graduating, and then next year when we get back to school, we're going to have a wrestling banquet sometime before the season next year. So anyone that we're not meeting today, that we're going to get to you guys all next year. I just wanted to get Aaron because he's a senior, and then while we're out, we're going to do the special awards that we normally present at the banquet. Today we have Foyne Fabella, as you can see, 113 pounder this year. now weighing a little more than 113. We're not allowed to give that weight out in the public. Keep that a secret. But Forney's been wrestling with us for 3 years, so we want, he's been fabulous. Similar to Aaron, he started wrestling his 8th grade year, and with all the work he did during the season, the off season, with the help of Coach Kurtz, Sam, Sergey, Coach Few, Coach Ferguson, Manju, all the guys that stopped by in club. I mean, we've had people come from Russia, and Forney's always been there getting all the coaching that he could possibly get. Through the years, I've never met someone who learns as the wrestling moves as well as Forney does. You teach him one time, and the next thing you know, he's teaching others, and that's the best way to learn, by teaching others. Forney's been fabulous, a fabulous young man, fabulous student, and like I said, as we're doing drills and certain things, he'll take guys aside and really take the time to teach them. It's so comfortable. It's like, I feel if I show a move, I'm cheating the team. I'd rather have Forney and some others show the moves because I want them to do it right. So it's kind of tough to have to do our awards this way, but like I said, we'll have a little banquet next year. And the season didn't end so well, but as we can see, the world's in a much more mess than just wrestling. We're just happy to get to see Forney now that we're allowed to get out of the house a little bit and present him his awards. So we'll start with the most basic. Forney is a letter winner for Westerville South Wrestling. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Something maybe even a little more important, also scholar athlete. What was your GPA?
4.4.
4.4 GPA. So congratulations, Forney. One award we give each year is the most improved wrestler. And we've had some people get better. Nick, if you had a fabulous season compared to last year, it was a tough call between Nick and Forney. When Forney sacrificed and got to the weight class that he needed to get to, that we were asking him to get to all year, I didn't realize how tough it was, so I saw him wrestle at the district tournament. After placing to the state tournament, realizing how tired he was after those matches, I really felt bad allowing him to do that. Well, we don't want to do that again next year. We want you to wrestle a weight that you're capable of wrestling. But certainly between, Nick was a very close call for most improved. But this year, with Forney making it to the state tournament, that closed the deal. Most improved wrestler, Forney for Bella.
Thank you.
With Forney having such a high GPA and also making it to the state wrestling tournament, he has a academic All-Ohio award from the state of Ohio for being a state wrestling tournament participant and also having such a high GPA. Congratulations, Forney.
Thanks.
And then one of the last things, last year we thought Forney would be a state qualifier and things didn't go well for him. He ended up going to a sectional that was much tougher than we thought at his weight class, 103 pounds, or 106 pounds, that's old school. It was heartbreaking that when he lost the matches at the sectional tournament last year. It was extremely heartbreaking. His reaction was worse than I ever thought it would be. He is very, very upset, and so were we. Many people in Central Ohio thought he'd be a state qualifier last year. Forney got determined, focused more than he ever has, worked harder than he ever has, got to a weight class that maybe he shouldn't have, but he did, and he qualified for the state wrestling tournament. He has a participation certificate. Also, his name is on the bracket for the state tournament. We just didn't get there. He also has a weigh-in card that I don't think he wants to use right now. But the great thing is Forney will be back next year. He's been fabulous. Like I said, he learns more and teaches more than anyone I've ever seen. If you ask him to do something or yell a direction to the mat, Forney will do it more than any wrestler I've ever had in all my long years. It's been fabulous knowing him. He's a fabulous young man. I'm looking forward to next year.
All right, so this next award we're going to give out is the annual Ryan Brandt Award. The Brandt family has been very supportive of the program. Their son passed away in a car accident when he was a wrestler for Westerville South back in the 90s, and it was a very unfortunate situation, but they've continued to support our program every single year, and we appreciate all their support. And their son was an extremely hard worker, and some of the qualities that he had were determination, hard work, and just a relentless, never give up effort. And so these are qualities that we want all of our Westerville South wrestlers to have and continue to develop on a daily basis. And as a result of that, we chose Foyne to get that award this year because he has all those qualities. And we want every wrestler that comes to our program to have those qualities. So Foyne is going to get the Ryan Brandt Award. Winners never quit, quitters never win is the motto for that award. So congratulations, Foyne. Foyne started wrestling in 8th grade, the same year as Aaron, November 2016. And it just kind of goes to show that a kid who started wrestling, only 4 years later can be a state qualifier, if you put the time in. And Foyne and Aaron are both direct examples of that. And we want, kids that come through our program, no matter what age they start wrestling, to buy into, what we tell them to do with the off-season program and just working hard every single day. And, great things can happen if you just believe in yourself and you just trust your training and do everything that, the coaches tell you to do. So Foyne's a great example of that. He puts in countless hours on the mat and in the classroom as well. And so he's the all-around student athlete that college coaches would want. So congratulations, Foyne.
Let me see the back of your shirt.
What you saw?
Your shirt.
Oh yeah.
State Wrestling. That's our traditional shirt for the guys who make it. Only the best. Foyne and Aaron. All right, Foyne, you got to say something, brother. I know you don't like to talk.
I don't know. I just really appreciate everybody that's helped me throughout the years. Coach Church, Coach Krug, Sam, View, Manju, Ferguson, Sergey, everybody that's helped me. I really appreciate you. Thanks.
All right, bro. All right, today we're making our last stop. Save the best for last. Emily Shalvey for our Wildcat Wrestling Banquet. We got to see a lot of the guys, or a few of the guys today who did some nice things. And like I mentioned earlier, we're going to finish this up when school starts with the other guys. But I just want to save Emily for last because, when you're a stat, you give up a lot. And I don't know if the rewards are quite what the wrestlers get. Known her for 4 years. She's been a fabulous help. And not only was she always there helping us out, she's training a lot of the young stats and keeping kids involved that we really needed them. Like I said, they sacrifice a lot and maybe not get nearly as much as we do or the wrestlers get out of it. So I appreciate all your efforts.
Aww.
I love you and I thank you. And she's one of my best math students ever. Not only did Emily help out at Westerville South, her brother Sam, her brother Jacob, and her mom was fabulous for the 4 years. One of the absolute best wrestling moms we've ever had. So when you watch this, we do appreciate you. Their mother would help us during the season, during the off season, anything we ever needed. More work than one person should have ever done, and we always appreciate it. So Shalvey family, thank you so much, all 4 of you.
Thank you for everything.
All right, Emily Shalvey, our lone senior staff this year. We just want to thank her for all the hard work the past 4 years. I actually got her out when she was a freshman, to come stat for us. When I was a senior, she was a freshman, and she took on that challenge. We didn't have any stats that year, and she came out and helped us out big time. And she's been with us the past 4 years, and we thank her for all the hard work and for being a part of the Wildcat Wrestling family. And hoping for her to go on and do great things at Columbus State as a Cougar. So, go Cougs.
Thank you.